I had a conversation recently with someone who was carrying more than anyone should have to carry. They shared what they were walking through, and I listened. I didn't have answers, but I know that sometimes the kindest thing we can offer another person is our full attention. As they talked, I remember thinking, when this conversation ends, I'm going to pray for them. My thought wasn't out of obligation or performance. It was simply compassion. I wanted them to know that they weren't carrying the burdens alone. Then something happened that surprised me. When we said our goodbyes, I didn't feel led to pray for them. I felt led to pray for myself. I wanted to pray for me. At first, I almost resisted it. After all, they were the ones who were hurting. But as I sat quietly, I realized something I hadn't admitted to myself. I was tired too. This is the kind of tired that sleep can't touch. The kind that comes from years of being strong for everyone but yourself. I've listened, shown up, cared, believing love meant giving and giving. I've stood beside friends. I've stood beside and supported people I knew were never safe. I've prayed through uncertainty, illness, loss, and somewhere along the way, I assumed there will always be enough for me to go around. Here's what I've learned. Grace doesn't ask us to ignore our own needs. Just like Jesus invited weary people to come to him, he'd simply say, come. That afternoon, my prayer was different. I didn't ask for answers, and I didn't ask for strength to keep carrying more. I was asking God to care for the parts of me I neglected while caring for everyone else. And for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel guilty about it. I felt grateful. And then it hit me. Maybe this is what healing looks like. Finally recognizing that you are one of the people God is asking you to care for. I spent much of my life pouring into other people. I don't regret that. Love should be generous, but I've learned that generosity and depletion are not the same thing. The healthiest rivers keep flowing because they're continually being filled. Perhaps we're meant to live that way too, giving because we have learned to receive first, not empty ourselves beyond repair. I think that's why Jesus so often stepped away to pray, to rest, to be alone with the Father. It showed me that even love needs replenishing. I'm still learning that. I'm actively in that, still learning that caring for my own soul isn't a distraction from loving others. It's what makes loving them well possible. And perhaps one of the truest signs of healing is this: the day you finally realize God's compassion was never meant for everyone but you.